Welcome to my channel, Hotspot with Loveth, the ultimate spot for all things entertainment, ranging from celebrity gists, reviews, interesting stories, and African folktales. Subscribe now. Ada and Emeka lived their modest yet happy life. They had been married for 3 years, their bond strengthened by shared dreams and mutual respect. Emeka worked as an engineer while Ada was a dedicated teacher at a local primary school. They were deeply in love, enjoying the moments together and making plans for a brighter future. One fateful day, Emeka collapsed at work. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors diagnosed him with a severe heart condition that required immediate surgery. The news hit Ada like a thunderbolt. The cost of the surgery was astronomical, far beyond their means. Desperate to save her husband, Ada sought help from friends and family. But the amount raised was nowhere near enough. Ada's despair grew with each passing day. One evening, while discussing Emeka's condition with her friend, she was introduced to Chief Olumide, a wealthy businessman known for his philanthropic efforts. Chief Olumide, struck by Ada's beauty and the sincerity of her plight, offered to cover the entire cost of the surgery. However, his condition left Ada in shock. He wanted a night with her in exchange. Ada was torn. The thought of betraying her husband was unbearable, but the prospect of losing him was even worse. She spent sleepless nights weighing her options. Finally, driven by love and desperation, Ada decided to meet Chief Olumide's condition. With a heavy heart, she rationalized that saving Emeka's life justified her actions, even if it meant living with the burden of her guilt. Ada met Chief Olumide at a luxurious hotel. The night was a blur of tears and shame. Chief Olumide, aware of Ada's emotional turmoil, treated her with a strange mix of kindness and condescension. As the night ended, he handed her a check covering the surgery costs, reminding her of the confidentiality of their arrangement. Ada left the hotel, her spirit crushed but resolute in her decision. The surgery was scheduled quickly. Ada paid all the bills in full to the hospital, and Emeka was prepped for the procedure. The hours of waiting were excruciating, but the operation was a success. Emeka's recovery was slow but steady. Ada stayed by his side, his love for him unwavering, despite the heavy secret she carried. As Emeka regained his strength, Ada tried to move past the traumatic event. She focused on caring for him, hoping that her sacrifice would never come to light. However, the weight of her secret was a constant presence, making her feel distant and anxious. Emeka noticed the change in her, but she attributed it to the stress of his illness. Months later, Emeka returned to work and life began to return to normal. One day, while sorting through some paperwork and trying to retrieve some contacts, he picked up his wife's phone to check for some contact he had lost. As he scrolled through, Emeka stumbled on a message from Chief Olumide, reading, "It's wise you've agreed to come to my terms. Meet me at Palms Hotel. I can't wait to devour you." Confused and suspicious, Emeka confronted Ada. Cornered and unable to lie, she confessed everything. Emeka was devastated, his love for Ada shattered by the revelation. Emeka's anger and betrayal were all-consuming. He moved out of their home, unable to look at Ada without feeling a deep sense of hurt and rage. Ada, left alone, was engulfed in regret and sorrow. She tried reaching out to Emeka, but he refused to see her. Their friends and family, unaware of the true cause of their rift, could only offer limited support. Months turned into a year. Emeka and Ada lived separate lives, both struggling with their pain. Emeka, through therapy and reflection, began to understand the depth of Ada's sacrifice. Ada, meanwhile, immersed herself in charity work, hoping to find some semblance of peace. One day, Emeka reached out to Ada, suggesting they meet. Their conversation was filled with tears and tentative smiles. Emeka admitted that while he was still hurt, he also recognized the impossible position Ada had been in. Ada apologized once more, expressing her undying love and regret for her actions. Emeka proposed that they try to rebuild their relationship, acknowledging that it would take time and effort from both sides. Ada agreed, hopeful yet realistic about the challenges ahead. They decided to seek counseling together, determined to heal the wounds of their past and move forward. Emeka and Ada found a renewed sense of hope. Their love, though tested and scared, began to mend. They learned that forgiveness was a difficult, ongoing process, but believed that their bond was strong enough to withstand even the darkest of trials. Their journey of healing was just beginning, a testament to the resilience of love and the human spirit's capacity for forgiveness.